Right, question 13, 1705, part C, 1 and 2. And the question asks, it says, well, in fact, can I fit that even under here? It says, solve this equation and explain what information that gives us about the train stations A and B. So I'll let you read the information there, but let's solve this now. This is nice and straightforward. So we've got, let's have a look. We've got 72. I'm going to use a small pencil there, sorry. Here we go, this is much better. All right. So we've got 72t minus 12t squared is equal to 0. So what we'll do first of all is factorize this. In fact, I'm just going to multiply the whole thing by -1. I don't like it in this order here. So let's write 12t squared minus 72t is equal to 0. And the reason I'm doing that, I don't want to have to deal with a negative in that way. So let's have a look. We've got factors of this are going to be 12t, and 12t times t makes 12t squared, and 6 times 12 is 72, so it's going to be t minus 6 equals 0. All right, so what does this tell us? Well, in this situation, either t is going to be one of two things. What would t have to be in order for the solution to be 0? Well, if t is 0, in other words, if 12 times 0, it doesn't matter what's in here, if t is 0 here, then the whole thing is 0. So either t is equal to 0, or if t was 6, for example, 6 minus 6 is 0, so then again the whole thing will be 0. So t is equal to 6. So if t is 0 or t is 6, then the whole thing is equal to 0, and there's my solution. Well, what does that tell us? What that tells us is that, in this case, the time it takes to get from one station to the next is going to be 6 minutes. So it starts at t equals 0, and it concludes at t equals 6. So what it tells us is the time it takes to move from one station to the next. And that's the time of travel.